love. So today we're going to do the question and answer video that has been highly requested. I never imagined that anyone would actually want to know these things about me because I am just here to talk about makeup and all things makeup, and I assume that's why you were all here as well, but I'm totally flattered that you want to know stuff about me. So I'm just going to take some questions from YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, I believe. So I'm just going to jump right in and just pick a few at random. Let's see, this one, the first one is from Katie Makes Faces. What do you do for work? How old are you? And not to be rude, just curious, how do you afford all the makeup that you review? What I do for work, I'm a retail store manager. So I manage retail store. I don't normally say exactly where I work just because personal reasons. If you know, you know. If you don't, it's not a big deal. I work at a store. Part of how I afford all of the makeup that I do purchase is that I do have a decent job. So I'm able to, it's all of my disposable income, literally like 100% of it, into this channel, into what I purchased to review for you guys. I have 5,000 subscribers and I'm ecstatic about that. But I'm not one of those people with 1 million subscribers. Those girls are making a lot of money and they're getting a lot of products. I don't get a lot of products yet. I'm not very big at all on YouTube, so I'm not, a lot of this is totally self-funded. I mean, I bought the camera, I bought the lighting, I bought the laptop, I bought everything. I do pay rent, I do pay student loans. I went to school to become a fashion designer, but kind of fell in love with makeup, and then there's also reasons why I didn't continue becoming a fashion designer. I have arthritis. I'm kind of just telling you about myself now and straying from the questions. So we do have arthritis, and I'm not able to keep sewing. Plus, I decided that I wanted to stay more near home in Washington. So that's definitely a question that got asked a lot. I live in Washington State, so I wanted to stay near home, and I had moved to Seattle, so a bigger city, for a while, for 3 years, and got really sick when I lived over there and was gonna start doing fashiony things over there. But anyway, life happens. But I did meet my boyfriend while I was over there, so that is something. And I love making these videos, so that is fun. I enjoy my job that I have as a retail store manager. Yeah, I'm rambling a lot, but yes. I have bills. I have responsibilities. I promise. I'm not like, it's all hard work. I work full time. Yeah, so it's my choice. But for all of you that are so sweet and appreciate it, thank you. How old am I? I am in my late 20s. I'm the same age as Nicole Guerrero. Does that mean anything? I like to think that I'm cool because I'm the exact same age as Nicole Guerrero. So my very late 20s. Very late 20s. So I do not want to turn 30, so I'm going to refuse when that comes. Not that there's anything wrong with being 30, I just don't feel it. But this is what I have to say about my age. Though it is kind of an insecurity because I feel like a lot of girls on here are much younger than I am, I don't feel it. And I also don't think that at a younger age I would have been emotionally prepared to make these videos. I don't know, I love makeup so much, and I needed something that would, you know, bring some light into my life when I was really sick living over there, and that's when I started. I still lived over there when I started. In high school, I was bullied, obviously, because I'm overweight. I'm always going to be overweight, and part of that is health issues, is part of the reason why I'm overweight. Not that there's anything wrong. I mean, I think everyone's beautiful the way they are, and just be who you are, and I could say so much about that. But I started the channel because I needed something to, you know, bring some light back. And at a younger age, of course I was more insecure, and I feel like the older that I've gotten, the more comfortable I've gotten with myself, and it came to the time where I was like, this is something I really want to do, and I didn't want to put it off anymore, and I just thought, what is the worst thing they're gonna say? What is the worst thing? They could call me fat, they could call me old, they could call me ugly, they could call me stupid. I thought of every possible thing, and honestly, in high school, and even in college, there were times where I was called those things. So it's not like I hadn't been called it before, and I didn't want that to stop me. I was so sick of things stopping me from doing what I wanted to do. And, you know, I watched these videos on YouTube with these girls talking about makeup, and it just seemed like so much fun. And I fell in love with the editing process, so I gave it a go, and that's why I'm doing YouTube. And anyway, so that ties into my age. While I might be insecure about my age because I'm older than some of the girls on here, I am the same age as Nicole Guerrero, who is my girl for sure. So, you know, sorry, that ended up being like, I don't even know how long. So let's find another question. Let's see. What is your all-time favorite makeup brand? And this is from Little Miss Shana on YouTube. That's hard. I mean, right now, obviously it's ColourPop. I've fallen in love with ColourPop. I love ColourPop so much. I think that if I were to... Okay, we'll pick a drugstore brand and a high-end brand. I think if I were to choose one that I could buy pretty much everything I put on my face, like my foundation, my primer, my eyeliner, my eyeshadow, blah, 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 and so on. If I had to choose one that I like the most from, let's see, drugstore, it would probably be L'Oreal. And high-end, it isn't really super high-end, but MAC definitely. I love their foundation, I love their eyeshadow, I love a lot of things. And I love a lot of brands. I really don't discriminate, no matter how much it costs. As long as it's not like made with super scary chemicals, I'll put it on my face. She also says, why did you start YouTube? I did kind of go over that just a minute ago, but I started on YouTube because I love makeup so much and I needed a hobby because I work a lot. I do work a lot. So, and while I do enjoy my job, it was just an outlet that I needed, and I was playing with makeup, and I don't know, it just sounded like fun. I just wanted to. It sounded like fun, I guess. I needed that outlet because my boyfriend was probably sick of me talking about makeup all the time. How did you become so talented? That's very sweet of you, my dear. Very sweet of you. I've just always played with makeup. I've loved makeup since as long as I can remember. So just playing with makeup, and some of my skills I definitely learned from YouTube. Jaclyn Hill is amazing, and I think that she's the mostly the one out of anyone. She was one of the first people I started watching ever on YouTube. And she taught me a lot, and she still teaches me a lot. I learn a lot from watching YouTube videos. I love watching them, I love making them, I love editing them. So, trial and error, I guess. Crystal Kane asked, Shan, you are so fashion forward. Does your retail store deal with fashion forward or retro type of store? We're definitely fashion forward. Where I work, there is fashion. So, I love that. Clearly I love fashion if I went to school for fashion design. So that is part of it. Have you ever considered a cosmetology career with hair or makeup? I have. I've done makeup on a photo shoot or two, so not a lot, but with my arthritis in my hands, I don't think that I could do the hair cutting portion because it is the worst in my hands. Like, it's not, I'm being treated for it and all of that, so. But I don't want to do anything that's going to make that worse. I feel like doing makeup is definitely plausible and definitely something that I could see myself doing. I don't feel like it's as strenuous as cutting hair would be. So it's definitely something that I've thought of and I almost did, but I don't see myself being able to really do that besides doing other people's makeup, possibly. I hope that makes sense. Over to Facebook. Let's see, Christy asked, what's your favorite song right now? Totally been listening to Taylor Swift a lot. Blank Space. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with that whole album. I can't stop. Who was the first person you subscribed to on YouTube? Probably Jaclyn Hill. Honestly, I didn't really watch YouTube at all, and then I had bought the Urban Decay Smoked palette and I looked for a look. And I just wanted more inspiration, so I looked it up and I found a tutorial that she did using the Smoked palette, and I totally fell in love with her and YouTube in general, and I went crazy from there. See, Alyssa Lopez, when did you get into makeup and what is the first high-end brand you purchased? I've been into makeup for forever. I don't know. High school, probably, but I remember junior high wearing makeup too. But I got really into makeup probably at the high school, and after high school is when I became obsessed, and it just got worse. High-end, again, going with MAC. I mean, especially when you're a teenager, MAC is definitely high-end. MAC is much more expensive than the drugstore. Besides that, I remember purchasing a Dior eyeshadow that was like crazy expensive for one eyeshadow, but I still have it somewhere because I'm not getting rid of that thing. The Hypnotic Press. Did you get nervous when you uploaded your first video for YouTube? Did you have second thoughts? Yes, I was nervous. Of course I was nervous. I mean, you're really putting yourself out here. I think that's something that people don't really think about when there are so many haters on the internet. Those haters don't really think about how much it takes to put yourself out there. And like I said before, I don't think years ago that I would have been able to do this. I wouldn't be able to put myself out there the way that I do now. So I was nervous, but I'm really glad that I did it. And I feel like I've learned so much more about myself, and I've become much more comfortable with myself and all of my flaws that I do have. I'm clearly not perfect. No one is. So I think it's been a lot of self-discovery, and I'm really glad that I did it. And second thoughts, of course I did. It took me forever to decide to do it. And then Mary Alters, what's your favorite color? Will we see a makeup collection video soon or a room tour? Favorite color. I'm weird in the way that I love black and I love pastels. I go one or the other. There's not really an in-between. I love everything cutesy and pink and mint and all of those colors clearly, and then I also love black. Everything. I buy too many things in black. Especially when my hair is darker. I feel a little more comfortable with the brighter colors when my hair is bright because I'm already crazy colorful anyway. Makeup collection or room tour. This is so the number one requested video for me to do. Yes, it will come. I'm gonna be honest, like looking around right now, there's makeup everywhere. It's not, it's not dirty. It's not dirty, but it's cluttered and I need to go through all of my makeup. It's not organized anymore. I have drawers and bins, and once it's organized, and I did just order an amazing vanity mirror that I'm really excited about. It's kind of my Christmas present to myself. I'm so excited about it. Black Friday sale got me. Oh, I'm so excited. You don't even know. I've wanted this thing for like forever. For over a year, I know that. So once it's all together, that will definitely come. I'm just messy. I don't know, because I just like want to try and I put on all the makeup all the time and it's everywhere. So once I get it together, that video will come, I promise. It will. Check Instagram real quick. Nini Renee. Would you rather have lipstick on your teeth all day or the tracks of your extensions showing? Oh. I don't want to pick. I don't want either. Probably lipstick on my teeth. I don't know. When I see extension tracks showing, it's just bad. I mean, it happens to everyone. It happens sometimes, but I would be much more embarrassed if my extension tracks were showing. Let's see, Ashley's makeup addiction. Let's see, favorite makeup brand. I already talked about that. Let's see, favorite palette. Man, such hard questions. I really love the Sigma Warm Neutrals palette. I feel like that one is the most complete in the most my style in one palette, where I love almost everything in there. And then I also really love the Coastal Scents Revealed 2 palette. That palette is amazing, and I use it way more than I use my Urban Decay Naked 3, and half that palette's a knockoff of that one. I love that palette. So good and such a good price for so many eyeshadows. Are you married? Kids? Fur babies? Fur babies, yes. I have it. My 2 orangies, Anna's right behind me. She's always in here. I can't film without her in here. She's so cute. When I watch YouTube videos on my phone, if I'm like laying in bed before I go to sleep, she'll come and like lay next to me and watch it. She's all about it. She has to be in here. I cannot close the door. Even with the doors open right now, she has to be in here. She's so cute. So I have Anna and I have Dior. They're both long-haired orangies. You probably see them from time to time walking behind me. They've made appearances in videos. They are my babies. The loves of my life. Married? I'm not married, but I do have a boyfriend of over 3 years. We live together. He does not want to ever do a boyfriend does my makeup video, but maybe someday. Maybe someday. No kids, just my fur babies. Maybe someday. I'm gonna pick 2 more questions, okay? Carrie Carrie's makeup. My question is, where are you from? Washington State. And do your friends or your boyfriend have problems with you loving makeup so much? My boyfriend's used to it. He supports me because he knows it makes me happy. He's into gaming, so normally when I'm in here doing this, he's out there gaming. So he's accepted it. It is what it is. I've always loved makeup. So as long as we've been together, that's been a thing. Boyfriend just texted me and says Starbucks is closed. No! Okay, Train Queen. Have this be my last question. I will definitely do another video like this if you guys want. I know this is just going to be a million... It's gonna be so long. So she said, what is your go-to everyday makeup look? Like if you don't know what to do and you're in a hurry, so what makeup look would you go with? I always do kind of the same combination on those mornings, on those days where I'm not sure what to do. It varies from what eyeshadows I used, whatever's closest, but I always use, let me see. Whoop. I have these 2, my new Anastasia shadows that I purchased. So I'll show you in here. So I always go to a matte highlight. This is Blanc for my brow bone. And then a shimmery shade of some kind on my lid. So I would use any of these shimmery shades. Usually a champagne. Kitten is the perfect example of like, if I had all of my makeup in front of me, I would grab that because I know that I would like how it looked on my lid. And then a warm brown in the crease just blend it out. And then if I have time, I would do a deeper brown in the crease. So I would probably do Birkin, then maybe caramel or red earth or deep plum. So warm browns, warm matte browns in the crease, shimmery on the lid, matte highlight. Hope that makes sense. Anyway, so I think that's everything. That was quite a few questions. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that I didn't ramble too much, because you know I did. If there's anything else you really want to know, you can leave that question down below and I will try and get back to you. If your question didn't get picked, I'm sorry. It'll probably get, I hope your question was still answered. There were a lot of the same questions asked from different people, so I just went with whatever one that I found first. Thank you guys so much for all of your love and support, and again, I'm truly flattered that you wanted to know all of these things about me. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook if you want to be my friend. So I think that's everything. I think that's all that I have to say. And I love you guys so much.